it's Kim. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I made another batch earlier, and it was what I call ooh la la, but it's actually pink sugar, and I did it with black and white. Most of the bar is black activated charcoal. I figured it'd be detoxifying, but then also since it discolors anyway, I figured it'd be cool for that. And then I did another one of those oil mica swirls, but with hot pink mica. And so we'll see how that one turns out. And then in the meantime, I had been wanting to make since last summer, but I just never had gotten the fragrance oil until just recently. The one that was this floral grapefruit. It's like a jasmine grapefruit. And I had gotten this this beer last year from a Texas beer brewery called Shiner, and they made a beer in the summertime. It's a seasonal beer, and it's called Ruby Redbird. So I made these out of cold process. I made these little redbirds, just cut into little cubes, and I rolled them into balls, and then I just kind of shaped them, and then just kind of dipped the nose in some charcoal and blew it off, and then used some mica on the tips. You know, it's just to kind of look like those little beads, you know, that you can get those little beads. I don't know, I just thought it would be cute to have those on there. And so I made a whole bunch to put on the top of the beer, top of the soap. And so anyway, and then this is my cool beer, and it's with my lye water, and then I'm going to add a little bit of cream to it. So let me go ahead and strain this in there. And I do have, what is it called? Silk in there. And this is going to be my first ladies kind of, it's not necessarily ladies, I mean men could use it too if they want to really, but it's the most feminine of all. I always make usually a men's scent in with beer, but I thought, well, I love the way the bubbles are when I make a beer soap, so I decided to go ahead and make this one for women with, you know, and it's this, the fragrance is I'm going to call it Ruby Redbird, but because of the beer, but the actual fragrance is Midsummer's Night, and it's by Moonworks, and it's a grapefruit and jasmine scent. So anyway, let me go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of titanium dioxide just to lighten it up. I'm going to add my cream. And my shea butter. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and pour some off to, I want to make a little bit of blue. I'm trying to match the colors that are on the label of the beer. I just like the color combination, and it's like 2 different shades of yellow, a pretty pale blue, and the red, of course. So, and what did I do? I went and took the red back to my stash. Let me go get it. Okay. Sorry about that. And then I'm going to go ahead and pour some off here for the red. Maybe not that much. No, I guess it's about the same. And then I'm going to do some for a darker yellow. And then this part I'm going to make with pop yellow, pop mica. And I probably am going to go ahead and add a little bit more of the titanium dioxide to this portion, so it'll be a lighter shade. But then I'm also using, and yes, I know I haven't added the fragrance oil to it, but I don't know what it's going to do yet, so I don't want to add it until after I've done this, and then I'll put it in right at the very end. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of this to that. This is yellow oxide. Okay, put that there. Do the blue here. It's like an old-fashioned, old-timey kind of aqua blue color. I like it. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and make a little bit of red. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of that. Whoops. A little bit to that. And then the rest in there. Scrape this out. Rinse that off. I'm going to go ahead and okie dokie. So, let me bring a mold over here. Let me wipe this off, my mess. Been sitting here messing with those birds for a while. So then I'm going to go ahead and just pour some of that in there. Pour some of that. I think I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more of the yellow on the top of the darker yellow, on the top of the other one. Then I'll put some of the red. And then I'll put another layer of the yellow. And another layer of the yellow. Stir up the dark yellow again, yellow oxide. Save a little bit for the top. Put some of the blue. Looks like the Smurfs right there. Sorry, I always seem to stick no matter which direction I move the camera, I always stick the butt end of my picture in the view. I've noticed that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and tap this down real quick. Okay. Probably should have saved some of the lighter yellow for the top, but oh well. Next time. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap it down again. Let me wipe this off. I'm going to have to get some more of that red. I love that red. Let me tap it down. Okay. Let me look for my favorite spatula right now. Okay, so let me see. I guess I'll come down this side here. Just leave it at that. And then just bring this down right here, like that. So then, I'm going to take these little dudes, or I guess I should come down this side too. I'm going to take these little dudes here and just stick them like this. And I'm just making this up as I go because I really didn't know what I was going to do with them. And I'm sure I'll be cutting through some of them, so that'll happen. They could almost be Angry Birds, huh? If I would have did them in red and white. But the story for me is that my mom always used to say every time we'd see a red bird, she would always say, "Make a wish." And so every time I see red birds now, I think about my mom and it relates to her. So the little extra effort to make these little birds, it's cool. Gave me time to reflect and think about her. Think about how many wishes that are on this soap then. Okay, so there is my ruby redbird. We'll see what it looks like tomorrow. Oops. I'm going to go ahead and pull out the other soap that I made. I'm going to show it to you. I have it in a ice chest. After I put it in the oven to force gel it. Here is the what I call ooh la la. And it is really just pink sugar, but I did that pink mica gel. I mean hot pink mica oil swirl. That's what it is. Okay, Anyway, I'll talk to you later.